It's April 10th, 2017, and some of my fruit trees are blooming back here. Here goes one. This is a pear. Obviously it's spaliered. This is the best flower set I've ever seen on this pear. It's having a slow start because of what I'm doing to it here. Don't think that's a good idea anymore. Let's see what I'm doing here. I'm untying a rope that used to hold it to the fence when it was a baby. And it's outgrown that, and it's attached to the fence just fine. This should be one of the ones that goes along here, I think. But it's aged enough here that I have to clip it here and take this little bud out this way. So let's go look at the cherry. Obviously I haven't taken much of the scraps that I laid around out where it needs to be, so we gotta go the long way. That's alright. So I topped the cherry this year. It's kind of got a flat top going for it because of that. But look at all the little blooms. It's just covered in them. Oof, I'm like falling. Down here we'll have the Juneberry. This is the variety name is canadensis. It's native to Canada. Saskatoon, Juneberry, serviceberry, what have you. Each of these is going to have a whole bunch of flowers coming out of it, and those will turn into little blueberry-like fruits. And then, as I was showing you from the pear, I trimmed up what gets to become a branch here. A little bit back. So this used to have 7 buds on it, and now it's just got 2. I took a sharp knife and you can see I cut them off. Right, like right here. Same over here. Same here. And that, there were also several that had multiple buds. Now that didn't do quite as well. I tried to trim it down to just 1 bud. And it seems like I got none out of it, but that's alright. Trying to get oh, see here, this one, we don't want this. You see this bud down in here? I think it's about time to take my plant marker off. I know what it is. Can't do this one-handed because it kind of tucks through itself. But you see right in the crook of the tree, that's not good. Because that, every little leaf bud turns into a whole branch. And we don't want a whole branch right there. That is not what we want. So all you got to do is pop the leaf bud off, and that's your solution. Now this one worked out. This one had about 8 buds all on this tiny little stick, and I selected it down to just the one. But these couple over here, like this one here, didn't work out. Alas. So this is leafing up. That's fine. Here's one. There's one. Farther down. I think I'm alright with that, but there's some time to decide. So these will be all, each and every one of these is going to be a whole branch. So I took off the ones that were pointing inwards. The plum that I just planted and is just this tiny little stick is starting to show green. Let me put that down. It's starting to prove that it's alive. which is awesome, because that's exactly what I want it to do, is prove to me that it's alive. I don't stop watering them into puddles until I'm certain they're well established. That's how I get a good start on, because this was just a stick too, and I watered it until it was a puddle for several weeks. Oh, look, another fruit that's flowering out. Here come flowers on. I haven't had red currants in a while because the transplant didn't do too well. But it survived. It'll be alright. And these, by the way, smell phenomenal. It's like there's sugar in the air. And this fruit's starting to flower out too. These will be bright yellow. Yeah. Oh, look, those are cute. So there's a dual purpose to having daffodils everywhere. The roots are a little bit toxic. And you'll notice they line the outside edge of every bed. These are onions. The outside edge, because that way, when I have digging moles, they'll stop at the daffodils. They don't come into the garden plots nearly as much now that I have daffodils the whole way around. Now they get overcrowded. They do. For sure. But, you know, they're cute. I like them. And they have really good side benefits. And they keep doing that all year, even after they've disappeared and gone flat to the ground. Actually got to eat some rhubarb yesterday. That was in my lunch today. And yesterday. And this one's pink. It's the only pink one I have. Yep. And then my little sheltered zone is much greener than the other places, but that's alright. I'm not sure I need to have a sheltered zone anymore. It gets so warm, and this hasn't made a whole big difference in here. So, I'm undecided about that. We'll see. I hope everything's going well for everybody else. Got all my little plants watered in. I'm happy. The, what are they called? Hazelnuts down over the hill are definitely alive. At least one of them is for sure. Takes a bit to be able to tell. All of the hedges I put in for my neighbor in that gap are very alive. That gap, I'll have more privacy, which is, you know, in the city, that's worth something. It's not food, but it's something. Besides, it's their hedge. I just happened to buy it for them. This hose is going the whole way down over the cliff. I got a bunch new quick connects. I'm going to get a couple new hoses because mine are so beat up. So there's a quick connect there, and I've been going up and down there every single night because I really need to get the those plants up and running. Pawpaws aren't really looking too promising right now. We'll see though. We'll see. But the aronia berry here, I mean, at this rate, that might flower and fruit this year, and it's a brand new little stick. But it could. It easily could flower and fruit in its first year, which would be absolutely nuts. So yeah, got a range of things here as far as their wellness in the new plants. Alright, happy spring. It's 80 degrees today. Frickin' gorgeous. And it snowed on Friday, and it's 8 degrees today. Nuts. Happy spring.